It's wild because, like, if you look at Floyd's resume, it's much deeper than Crawford's. And Floyd was faster and he had a better defense and all that stuff.
I think Crawford is better, bigger. He's actually he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather.
What did you think about what he had to say about you when he said you're way better than Floyd Money Mayweather? I know you heard that he said that. What thoughts came to your mind when you heard that Canelo Alvarez said that about you?
Hey, that's a big compliment. He's been in the ring with both of us, so he would know.
It's shocking to see Floyd Mayweather face Terence Crawford. For years, fans have argued endlessly about who truly holds boxing's crown. Now the story has taken a dramatic twist. Terence "Bud" Crawford didn't just get the job done. He stunned the boxing world by defeating Canelo Alvarez in ways no one imagined. And with Mayweather now in the picture, the debate has reached an entirely new level.
The round, and Terence Crawford knew he had to make a stand in this sixth round. That shot got Canelo's attention as Crawford's back was against the ropes. It's a good shot from Crawford, and that shot and that exchange allowed him to...
All eyes are now back on Floyd Mayweather, with rumors swirling that a fight between the two legends might finally be possible. This is huge. So, make sure you like and follow. The real question is, if Mayweather and Crawford ever clash, whose name will truly shine by the end of the night, especially after Canelo's surprising post-fight comments. Max Kellerman returned as a commentator while Mayweather joined the discussion from the stands, and it instantly became boxing's hottest topic. Crawford's victory over Canelo was more than just another win. It was compared by many to one of Mayweather's finest nights, thanks to how complete and calculated it was. And now, fans are left wondering if we're on the edge of witnessing a generational showdown.
If you can, compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence "Bud" Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
Canelo made it clear, Floyd Mayweather is not nearly as good as Crawford. Think about how big that statement is. This isn't just coming from a rival. It's the same Canelo who took his first professional loss to Mayweather back in 2013, when he was only 23. What shocked fans most was Crawford's sheer strength against Canelo. He broke Canelo down with defense that reminded everyone of Floyd at his absolute best. And with that performance, many believe Crawford may have surpassed even Mayweather's legacy.
Given the fact that his coach said that, he felt like I couldn't hurt Canelo with anything, and Canelo can hurt me with everything. So I think, they put that in his head. And then when he got in there, he was like, whoa, they lied to me. This dude can punch.
Crawford, on the other hand, kept pressing forward with his offense, leaving Canelo looking confused, frustrated, and out of answers. Many of Crawford's supporters felt he could have won by an even wider margin than the scorecard suggested. This was more than just a victory, it was a statement that immediately sparked comparisons. And from that moment, the legacy debate began to take over the conversation.
The thing about Crawford that people have to understand, it's wild, because if you look at Floyd's resume, it's much deeper than Crawford's. And Floyd was faster and he had a better defense and all that stuff. But Floyd picked and chose when he fought guys, especially once he left lightweight. He wiped out the junior lights, bring him. Lightweight, he jumps up to Jose Luis Castillo first thing. A lot of people think he lost the first fight, I didn't, but then he won the rematch.
Now came Max Kellerman, returning to the booth for this fight after decades as one of boxing's most respected voices. What he said carried real weight. Kellerman didn't hesitate to give Floyd his flowers, praising his intelligence, experience, and brilliant defense. But then came the twist. It was something fans had debated for years, and Kellerman finally put it on the table. And in that moment, the conversation about Mayweather and Crawford shifted to an entirely new level.
But once he left lightweight, he was careful about when he fought guys. So even though his resume is deeper with names, people remember, but he didn't want it with certain dudes at certain times. Crawford, we all witnessed, even though the resume is thin in certain ways, he wanted it with everyone the whole time.
Oh, yes.
That makes a difference to
Mayweather became very selective about when and who he fought after moving up from lightweight. His resume is filled with big names, but critics argue he often waited until opponents were older, slower, and less dangerous. Kellerman pointed out that Crawford is built differently. While he doesn't have as many famous names on his record, that's never been his approach. He fights anyone, anywhere, anytime. That's why Kellerman believes Crawford's reputation is now closing in on the legendary Sugar Ray Robinson, not just for the accomplishments, but for the way he makes people feel when they watch him fight. And with each performance, that comparison grows harder to dismiss.
Again, also talking about Floyd, he didn't start fighting real fighters, in my opinion, until he left Top Rank.
Okay.
Also, like I feel like Top
Oscar,
Rank
you can
was
say the same thing about Oscar.
Yeah. I feel like, you know, promotionals
Typical Top Rank.
hold them back, hold a lot of fighters back. Terrence Crawford was also a Top Rank.
Kellerman didn't crown Crawford over Floyd as the king, but his layered perspective sparked an uproar boxing fans couldn't stop debating. And it wasn't just the fans, soon, legends and rivals alike began to speak out, adding even more fire to the conversation.
Of knowing when to fight somebody and when not to fight somebody. I mean, he's the best in that game. He's the best in, making money and making all the, the huge fights happen. But why? Because he was timing every single one of them. He never fought nobody really in their prime. He always
After junior lightweight. At junior lightweight, he did.
100%.
So we all wanted to
So he changed the game in the worst way possible. You're right. Everybody's trying to protect their own. I had to break that, right? With Tank, I made sure we made
you
that.
broke
That was
Master the art of knowing when to fight somebody and when not to fight somebody. That's what Floyd did best. He was the best at making money and creating huge fights, but only because he timed every one of them. He never really fought anyone in their true prime. After junior lightweight, it was always about timing. He changed the game in the worst way possible. Now everyone's trying to protect their record. I had to break that with Tank. We made sure to break it with Ryan Garcia. Garcia's attack on Mayweather lit up social media, with many fans furious over his words. He accused Floyd of damaging boxing by picking and choosing fights to protect his perfect record. While Garcia admitted Mayweather was a master at generating money, he argued it came at the cost of the sport's competitive spirit. And with that, the debate around Floyd's legacy only grew louder.
Bigger, he's actually he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather's really good too, though. You can't knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because it's bigger.
Shane Mosley, a boxer who understands both men's styles better than most, said Crawford was the more dangerous fighter overall. He explained that Crawford would hold a big advantage over Mayweather thanks to his size, reach, and mobility. What began as fight analysis quickly turned into a generational showdown. Younger fighters leaned toward Crawford, while old-school fans clung to Floyd's perfect 50-0 record. Then Mayweather stirred the pot even more. Instead of responding with words, Floyd did what he always does, he flashed the money. The day after the fight, he tweeted a bet slip showing he had wagered $50,000 on Crawford to beat Canelo, cashing out $124,000. It was classic Mayweather. No long press conferences, no arguments, just proof that he had bet on the winning side and was still watching every major fight closely. Immediately, fans began to speculate. Was Floyd simply being himself, or was he hinting at stepping back into the spotlight?
Versus Mike Tyson, it's been signed for under Mayweather Promotions and Mike Tyson Promotions for 2020-26. Worldwide broadcast. Special exhibition. Who the hell would have thought we would be getting this?
A new question suddenly surfaced with Mayweather already scheduled for a practice fight against Mike Tyson. Could he actually be gearing up for something far bigger? A showdown with Terrence Crawford seemed like the ultimate possibility, and the timing couldn't be more perfect, with yet another surprise fight already on the horizon. Just when it felt like boxing couldn't get any crazier, the rumors made the sport buzz louder than ever. Mike Tyson, now 59, is officially stepping back into the ring to face Floyd Mayweather. On paper, it makes no sense, the two come from different weight classes, eras, and fighting styles. But in the world of exhibition boxing, where money and showmanship often outweigh logic, it fits perfectly. Tyson admitted he never pushed for the fight, it was Floyd who wanted it. Laughing in an interview with Fat Joe, Tyson revealed the truth, that Mayweather was the one eager to stir things up.
I look at it in a situation like this. I mean, they compared me to a Sugar Ray Leonard, I'm talking about as far as skills, as far as my skills. And I feel I'm on the level of a Sugar Ray Leonard, and I feel that he's not on the level of a Roberto Duran, so he's not going to be able to have me at all.
While it's clear the bag is involved, this isn't a charity fight. These are two of boxing's biggest names cashing in on memories, excitement, and curiosity. For Mayweather, though, it's about more than just the money. Facing Tyson keeps him in the spotlight, ensures his name stays in the headlines, and, most importantly, forces him into a real training camp, even if it's only an exhibition. With every punch, every press conference, and every headline, Floyd the fighter, not just the retired icon, starts becoming popular all over again. And for fans, that means the buzz around his next move will only grow louder. That's exactly why some fans believe the Tyson fight might not just be for fun. Many think Floyd could be testing dangerous waters again, using Tyson as a warm-up for something much bigger, like Terence Crawford. But while Mayweather experiments with exhibitions, Crawford's goals are on another level. Crawford isn't slowing down, he's chasing history. Reports suggest he's ready to drop to 160 pounds to become a six-division world champion. If he succeeds, he'll join the short list of boxing's all-time greats. Possible opponents include the unbeaten Kazakh champion Jamika Lam Kanali, boasting a 70-0 record, and the Cuban technician Arias Londala, a longtime problem for middleweights. Both hold belts. Both are tough challenges. And if Crawford manages to beat even one of them, let alone both, comparing his achievements to Mayweather's will become harder than ever to dismiss.
No, we ain't doing that fight. Maybe planning on vacating the belts? No, we ain't gonna vacate the belts. We just gonna sit where we need to sit for a minute, and then, just like I said, get back in the gym and do.
Trainer Brian "Bomac" McIntyre revealed that Crawford's team has been preparing for the middleweight move for over a year, proving it wasn't a spur-of-the-moment decision after Canelo. Crawford explained he wasn't bulking up for heavier divisions. He was simply cutting down from 160 in a way that let him keep all his strength, speed, and defense intact. Think about the optics. Crawford, fresh off beating Canelo at super middleweight, now aiming to drop to middleweight and unify titles at age 38. That would make him a six-division world champion, an achievement so historic that boxing writers would have to place him alongside Sugar Ray Robinson and Henry Armstrong as one of the greatest ever. Fans may be excited about another belt, but one fight rises above them all. No matter who Crawford faces next, the matchup the world craves is Floyd Mayweather versus Terence Crawford.
Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
You talk the talk and you sure walk the walk. Your confidence and aura is on another level. Could we see a run as a light heavyweight?
Nah, we ain't going out that much.
This is where the debate really heats up. On one side stands Floyd Mayweather, the greatest defensive mind in boxing history, with a flawless 50-0 record built on making even elite fighters miss by inches. His timing, reflexes, and control of pace were unmatched in his era. On the other side is Terence Crawford, versatile, ruthless, and patient. He can switch stances mid-fight, adapt to any style, and break down even the strongest opponents. Unlike Floyd, Crawford isn't content with just winning, he aims to dominate. As Stephen A. Smith put it, Mayweather was a magician, untouchable in the ring, while Crawford is the kind of fighter who stays active, even if it means taking punches to deliver his own.
His own experience. You know, a lot of people, they can say this, they can say that, but there's only, a few people that can say they've been in the ring with Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather and give their own assumption.
His own life experience proves the point. Few can truly speak about Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford from inside the ring. Against Floyd, landing a clean shot was nearly impossible. Against Crawford, even if you connect, he keeps pressing forward, breaking you down bit by bit. Fans are divided. Some believe Mayweather avoided fighters like Pacquiao at their peaks to benefit from timing, while others see him as the smartest boxer ever, a master strategist who never took unnecessary risks. But here's the twist: Crawford is driven by more than just winning. He's chasing greatness, willing to risk everything for history. A fight with Mayweather wouldn't just be about money or spectacle, it would aim to settle a question fans have asked for years. Floyd Mayweather is the best at what he does, but can anyone truly beat him? Now, the question feels less like if and more like when. This is where things stand. Since Crawford's shocking win over Canelo, debate has erupted. Max Kellerman revisited Mayweather's past, Ryan Garcia's harsh words added fuel, Shane Mosley praised Crawford's danger, and Floyd himself reminded everyone of his presence with that winning bet slip. On top of that, Mayweather vs. Tyson looms, stirring even more speculation about Floyd stepping back into the spotlight. Meanwhile, Crawford is chasing history at middleweight.so. It all comes down to one burning question: what if Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford fight? Will Floyd's perfect defense hold once again, or will Bud Crawford rewrite history by handing Money Mayweather his first loss? Tell me in the comments who you'd pick in this dream matchup. One thing's certain, the boxing world is buzzing, and the debate is only getting hotter.
Pride of Omaha, Nebraska, USA, and new Ring Magazine, an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Terence Bud Crawford.
Okay, everyone, make sure you subscribe to Boxing Hub and turn on notifications so you never miss a big update. And don't forget to check out our other videos for more boxing action.